what David had mentioned earlier was, again, the Democratic Party is losing their chokehold on certain sectors of the American electorate. And we're seeing it more and more. Oh, Trump is going to get, 12% of the black vote, 13%. I think it's going to be higher. I mean, you hear about, what was it, Snoop Dogg the other day saying now he's all hearts and kisses for Trump because he's seeing what the policies are doing.
He's rolling with Trump.
Right.
Literally.
And I know, David, you're like, oh, well, he's a bad guy, blah, blah, blah. It's like, but he reaches a certain segment of the population that most times...
We'll take the votes.
We'll take the votes.
Bring them in.
Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about Snoop Dogg.
I'm not Trump. And
Oh, yeah. No, listen, Snoop Dogg, he's evolved. He's evolved, I mean, 5 years ago, he was assassinating Ronald Klump in his video.
Right.
It was a mocking, killing Trump. But these guys evolved. Like we have the story Bobby Lee from Mad TV.
Yep.
Very funny comedian, but very leftist in the past. He said he's the middle of the road. And Joe Rogan.
Yeah. Joe Rogan talked about, living in the blue bubble of L.A., being a hardcore leftist, and all of a sudden says, I can't do it anymore. Like they come to a point where they say they can't do it anymore, just like this lady out of Chicago. Again, you talk about the Democratic Party, war hamster on X and Twitter. Put this up. African Americans for Trump. Check this out. Cut number 10, Aaron.
Of Chicago and any Republican candidate in the city of Chicago, now is your time because we are done with the Democratic Party. When Johnson, Governor Pritzker, and President Biden have shown us what they think about the black community all over this country. And so we're standing here today to say, okay, if that's what it is, we with it. We don't have to support the Democratic Party. Right. We don't have to continue to support people who are not going to support us. And the Democratic Party here in this city, in this state, and in this country is not supporting us. You got the Republicans on one side and the Democrats on the other side. Guess what? They're part of the same bird.
That's right.
So it doesn't matter anymore which party we go with. But I tell you this, I'd rather deal with the snake that's outfitting himself of the Republican Party than the snake that's covered up in the Democratic Party.
That's right.
We're not going to continue to stand for this. We're not going to continue to allow our state representatives, our congressmen, our aldermen, and our mayor to let us know that we don't matter.
Yes.
Just like you're going to show us that we're going to matter, we're going to show you. It's going to be a great day in the city of Chicago when the Democratic convention comes here, and then they found out in March that a lot of black voters took Republican ballots. Deal with that.
Yeah. So there you have it. And again, it's people like that. They are the boots on the ground, so to speak, of the Democratic Party, and they're stepping away. They're saying we've had enough, and she's got a big microphone. Obviously, she's got to be somebody in that area that people respect. That will stand up and take the microphone, and people will stand behind her and be like, "We know this woman. She speaks for us." And they all kind of have the same. They all kind of have the same ideals and the same wants.